had Carmelo Anthony. I got a little bit of feedback here, but I think we're good. If Detroit would have had Carmelo Anthony, dude, that would have been number one. Carmelo and LeBron, both in the East, both on teams that would see each other 2 or 3, 4 times a year, if not more. On a championship team, you get possibly the best player in the draft, at least the second best, on a damn team that just won the title. Tayshaun Prince eventually would have been put on the bench and would have been one of the best 6 men in the league. And you would have had an unstoppable force out there in Carmelo Anthony to pick up the scoring when the refs started doing what they did and trying to slow them down. And with that combination of him and Rasheed, that back and forth, that in and out, you know what I'm saying, dude? It would have been nasty. It would have been nasty. I don't know if Joe Dumars was forced to take Darko Milicic or what, but that decision affected his life and his career path and Carmelo's and his career path, in my humble opinion. And I remember actually arguing with somebody back then that they didn't need Melo because they had a solid team, and I was dead wrong. Carmelo in that particular situation, no brainer, and I think they would have had at least 2 more titles despite the refs trying to cheat him. That's how good he is, and that's how good he would have been for that team. So I agree completely, sir.
Hey, that ninja, I see a couple of things in the chat. You know, some people getting beside themselves in the chat. You know, Thorny saying some stuff to me for not attacking Eli, but you know, I love me some Thorny, so she gets a pass. But can I say something about that fly tie? Fly tie in the chat room getting real wicked with his mouth. Now, Fly Tie, hear me out, brother. I know you Doug's cousin. Hey, but you better remember, Fly Tie, what I done to you last week. You don't want this work, brother. I shut Fly Tie down last week, that nigga Monday. He ain't come to the show. He ain't come back to the chat room till that Friday. I shut him down. So, Fly Tie, if you don't want this work, Fly Tie, you need to button up your lips and keep Big Apple Bastard out your mouth when you start chatting. With that ninja, I'm gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Apple Bastard calling in to the Doug Stewart Show. Appreciate you calling in, sir. Big Apple Bastard does what he does. He does what he does. But Big Apple Bastard, I must say, Eli Manning's on that bullshit, and I hear you don't want to talk about it, but your quarterback is a turnover machine and a motherfucking thief. And a thief, sir. And a thief. That's a damn shame, man. You don't want to talk about your thieving ass motherfucking quarterback, but that's okay. Appreciate the call in, man. Thank you for your reaction, sir. Thank you for your time. And yeah, man, that we talked about that a lot. Carmelo should have been drafted by Detroit. Oh, the history, the difference in the league, the games, the storylines. Ah, man, it would have been so much better, but that's not what happened, man. That's not what happened. All right, man, this is Doug Stewart Show, hosted by your boy, that ninja, man. Thanks for calling in, Big Apple Bastard. I appreciate that. Let's see here, man. We're going through the chat now, getting a little reaction to the Eli Manning. Eli Manning, man, is really getting a pass, but again, man, it's not what's it called, man? It's just not being covered with any intensity. But again, man, they always do this. It's not shocking, man. They always do this shit again, man. If you're a colonizer, you get a pass. If you got melanin, they get in your ass. I meant to say this. MV7, Mike Vick. They sent him to jail for 2 years for something that his cousins were doing. Eli Manning's not even responsible for something that he is a part of directly. And that's just the way it happens, man. Unfortunately, some people can get a pass, man, and it's just not damn, there's no consistency. There's no reason for him to get a pass in this situation, and he's directly involved with it. So, in my opinion, it can be linked to him easily. So that's my damn problem with this, man. We're going to take, I'm not going to take a break. I tell you what, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, though, is I think I got a special call from somebody that's going to be treating everybody to a show tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that, sir, thank you for calling the Doug Stewart Show. You're on the line. What's your name? What you want to talk about? And what you want to get into?
Hey, what up, ninja? It's your boy Microwave, man.
Microwave, what's going on, sir?
Nothing much. I'm chilling, man. You know, loving this beautiful day. 420 is the day that the Lord created.
Yes, it is.
But I want to comment on what Big Al was talking about. Politically speaking.
Hey, Microwave. Man. Hey, 1 second.
Yes, sir.
You're breaking up a little bit, man. Do you got me on speaker or headphones or anything?
Yeah, hold on. That's better.
One more time.
that better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
All right, sorry about that. Now, I wanted to comment on what Gabble Bastard was talking about.
Okay.
I think the Clippers need to be broke. I mean, the only Clippers that are any good are the ones I use to shape up my beard. You feel me? Chris Paul, I love Chris Paul. You can't blame him for what's going on. Shit. To be honest, it was just Chris Paul. We didn't okay.
Okay. Hey, Microwave, if you can hear me, man, call back. Dude, I could not make out anything you were saying, sir. I couldn't make out anything you're saying. That your phone is, your line or where you at right now is jacked up. Everything was broken up and I couldn't hear nothing you were saying. See if you can find a better spot, man, and hit me back, and I'll let you get your 2 cents in on that. But I will say about that, man, I think people jump to it. You know what I'm saying? I think people just want change for change's sake, and sometimes it's not necessary. You're not going to win a championship every time, and again, there's refereeing involved, and I have to actually watch the game and witness it to even know if they're getting screwed or not. Man, so I don't know. Straight scammer. Yeah, Thorny, he is definitely a scammer. What's going on here? Sidney Jackson says the Mannings ain't shit. They really aren't. Yeah, no, black players, yeah, that actually happened, man. No doubt, that actually did happen. From Thorny Switch, clip your nails and listen, Big Apple Bastard. If you know if Eli didn't play for the Giants, you'd be all over the story, like a tick on a hound dog. And I tell you what, hey, look, Fish, if you get a chance, man, you can call back. But for right now, man, I got to get through this subject matter, man, because, listen, I'm running up on time, and I have to get into I got one more thing I got to get into. I got to get through this Kyle Ward, and I got to talk a little bit of draft. Let me get a little reaction to this chat, man. I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'll try to grab any calls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get through this segment. I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'll try to take any calls that might want to come in. I see a few calls coming in, but I need a minute to get a little reaction, man, to what we just had. So give me a second to get a little reaction to what we just had, and call me back right back after the break. Call me right back after the break. I see a couple calls coming in. All right, let's see. A little bit of reaction to the rant here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, a little back and forth, man. I'm trying to... Okay, from Clay Davis. Well, did the trainer visit the black players in their room? Okay, so she might have had a train ran on her by the Tennessee football team. I'm not sure if she did or not. I think the point was that was kind of used to discredit her. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know what that is, man. From Microwave. Actually, Ninja, it was his nuts and asshole and gooch. What are you calling the gooch? You know what? I don't even want to know. Actually, I don't want to know, sir. From Thorny Switch. And let's be clear. The dick and nuts are just what has been shared with the public. Ah, that's true. That's true. That's all we know. Yeah, Clay. Allegedly, he did all that at Tennessee. I think, man, that's the only reason. Again, like Charles Woodson won the Heisman that year, and he should have. But usually they give that to a quarterback, especially when it's a colonizer with a last name like Manning. I think the reporters knew about that, and that's the reason why they didn't give it to him. And that's pure speculation. You know what? This is a good point. Let me read this from Thorny. Eli should be facing felony fraud and theft charges and a suspension from the NFL. Preach, Miss Thorny. Yeah, pretty much. No doubt. And he actually should, because this is very egregious. This is the NFL brand that you're using to rip people off. Big ass deal. People associate getting ripped off with the NFL. They might not want to fuck with the NFL. Isn't that something the media would jump on? Okay, hold on. Let me tell you something. Eli Manning is ripping off the fan. The fan that pays for the tickets, the merchandise. The fan is the reason you have a game to play. Son of a bitch. And you're going to rip them off? I'll tell you what. I'll never watch another fucking game you're involved in, you son of a bitch. And that would be the attitude if it was somebody they didn't like. But they're going to gloss right over this. They're going to gloss right over it, man. That's exactly what's going to happen, and it's jacked the fuck up. Because this is some real shit. Straight ripping off fans. Jacked up, man. Cool. I see some jokes. up in here. Thorny Switch was telling me to hang up on Big Apple Bastard because he wouldn't damn say anything about Eli. Yeah, I had to turn this damn phone down because he had a lot of volume on that phone, man. From Clay Davis, Chris Paul was a 2 seed with the New Orleans Hornets. What Big Apple Bastard talking about? Okay, so you saying he did make it to the playoffs? I got you. Oh boy, this is something else. Little breakup. From LD from the D. They always breaking up my Pistons.
Motherfucker.
I mean, they are. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, man. I had to have a effect adjustment for the call, and I hadn't fixed it. Let me read that again from LD. They always breaking up my Pistons.
Motherfucker.
I had to adjust that thing back. My apologies. Probably couldn't hear my damn effects. All right, man, it's all good. Y'all are funny. Everybody's in there joking on BAB's call. That's really why I haven't taken a lot of calls, man, because I kind of want to stay within the framework of what I'm doing. So I've had some calls come in. Man, look, nobody take it personally. I've seen like 4, 5, 6 numbers pop up. But if I'm in the middle of something and I take that call, I know what happens. The call goes. We kind of go on that rant, and everything I was doing is kind of done. So that's the only reason why I'm not picking up every call. That's all. From Rough Buff. I think that if Detroit would have took Melo, his whole career would have been different. Melo, who had went to a team full of veterans, Melo would have turned into a ball hawk. You know what? Melo wouldn't have turned into a ball hawk. See, Rough Buff, I completely disagree. I'm going to give you applause. I don't think he's a ball hawk, man. I don't think he's a ball hawk, but he definitely got robbed out of an opportunity, man. He definitely got robbed out of an opportunity, man. Yeah, I see some reaction in here. Oh, y'all laughing because he was talking about putting in some work with okay. Yeah. He said, you don't want this work. You don't want this work. He did say that shit. Okay, y'all stupid, man. I'm sorry, man. Y'all crazy. All right, man. This is the Doug Stewart Show, hosted by your boy, That Ninja. If you don't know what's going on, by the way, if you weren't aware of it, I do a show known as the Underground Railroad Show that premieres on Mondays on WSME. And it not premieres, but it airs on WSME 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern on Mondays. I also do it independently on Thursday. And on Thursdays, I go with 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. So be sure to check me out. Follow my avatar, and you'll be alerted every time I do a show. Thank y'all for listening today, man. I'm really having a good time. And let me see. Sorry for the pause, y'all. There was a little something. Sorry for the pause again, man. Studio's a little full, so every now and again it takes me an extra second to find something, and I believe I got it now. All right, man, in the strength of promoting the show, man, let me do a little station identification and promote my show a little bit here. And thank everybody for listening.
The views and opinions of Uncle do not necessarily reflect the views of the Underground Railroad Show, That Ninja, SME, or Doug Stewart.
This is a PSA for all of you jigaboo coon monkeys listening to this show. All of you beautiful white people like Texas Ty, y'all don't disregard everything I'm about to say. As for the rest of you, what are you doing? There are a bunch of beautiful white people on the radio right now telling you what to listen to, telling you how to think, telling you what to see, telling you how to feel. But no, you want independent thought and different stories and variety. So you listen to That Ninja. I swear you cool monkeys are getting worse every time. I just can't stand being around you. Just doing this radio set, I feel all your diseases coming on. Diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, bad credit, and the inability to take care of my children.
This message is brought to you by the Anti-Ninja Coalition.
Appreciate everybody listening, man. Once again, That Ninja hosting the Doug Stewart Show. All right, man, I'm just going through this chat, man, getting a little reaction. People are straight laughing at Big Apple Bastard's call. Yeah, Microwave's call came through and there was a little bit of static involved. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. It's all good, man. If he gets to a better spot, maybe, man. But at this point, man, I probably won't have time to take any calls, man. About 30 minutes. Wait a minute, from Microwave. The gooch is the space between your nuts and your ass. Microwave, technically, you know that's known as the pendulum, right? Probably shouldn't let y'all know I know what the proper name for that is, huh? Yeah, okay, the gooch. Okay, let's move on. Yep. All right, from Chad Malik. These leagues are always talking about love for their fans, but Eli rips off the fans and no outrage. But Cam Newton, T.O., and Chad Johnson celebrate touchdowns, and they are the worst. Tom Brady messes with the actual integrity of the game, and he's a victim. Ninjas need to wake up and see that ain't nothing changed. The powers that be will always justify their behavior and criminalize us. Chad Malik, you better preach. Applause and a bomb drop. That was some profound shit, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's 100% true. 100% true. That's exactly what it is.